In 1961, social psychologist Stanley Millgram devised a test to see if ordinary, law-abiding people would give a stranger a lethal electric shock in the name of science.
Do you guys know what we're going to be doing in our experiment today? No. Alright, so basically what it is we're going to make one of you a teacher and one of you a learner. And the teacher is going to be teaching the learner. And if the learner gets the question wrong on the quiz, then he will be given a shock. Because that's the punishment that we've chosen for this experiment today.
6 members of the public arrive to what they think is a memory test. They are introduced to another person that they believe is another volunteer, but is really an actor. The volunteers are also unaware that they are being filmed. The actor who is acting as the professor comes in and talks to the 2 participants to try and convince them that what's actually happening is this scientific study of memory rather than actually what is a scientific study of obedience to authority. The professor reveals that the experiment will involve a form of punishment. Each participant is given a specific role within the experiment. The learner receives the shocks, the teacher applies them. How do they decide who's the victim and the teacher? Well, that's done through a lottery. It's fixed so the actual participant actually ends up being the teacher.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a teacher and a learner at random, so that way it's fair for both of you, alright? So we'll go heads, you're the teacher, tails, you're the teacher, okay? Alright, it's heads, so you're going to be the teacher, she'll be giving the shocks, and you'll be receiving that. Is that okay? Where the learner is going to be, okay? So if you just have a seat for me.
The subject observes the learner being strapped to the electric shock device. The teacher gets to see all this. He gets to see the man is restrained in the chair.
Alright, so you'll be in another room, and when you ask the question, it'll come through the intercom right there. And so, and she'll give you choices, and you'll just press A, B, C, or D just for the corresponding answer, okay? Alright, so this is where it'll be. You won't be able to see it whenever you're asking the questions, okay? Alright? You'll come with me.
The teacher is then taken next door and shown a generator which goes from 15 all the way up to 450 volts. The teacher is given a list of word pairs which the learner is expected to memorize. Each time the learner gets a question wrong, the teacher is told to increase the voltage of the shock.
Starting at 250 all the way to 650, okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to give you a little shot just to show you that this experiment is true, okay? So this is going to be 45 volts, so it's very significant.
To reinforce the subject's belief that the generator is real, they are given a 45-volt shock.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just a little bit, okay? Alright, so here are your questions, so if you can just begin asking him. His answer will pop up on the screen, and if it's incorrect, like I said, just push down the button. I'll be right behind you if you have any questions, okay?
Okay. Is the answer A, butterfly, B, ladybug, C, beetle, or D, flower? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. 250 volts of shock. Okay, next question. Is the answer A, house, B, town, C, city, or D, cottage? Do I have to shock him again?
Yes, the experiment requires it.
But I can hear him yelling.
Well, it does involve pain, but the experiment requires that you go on. There's no permanent tissue damage. Just please go on.
I really don't want to.
Please continue.
Okay, go. Okay, is the correct answer A, horse, B, cow, C, pig, or D, dog? I'm sorry, that is incorrect. I will now shock you with 250 volts. He's screaming. Is this okay?
Yes, the experiment requires that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there is pain involved with the shocks, but there's no permanent tissue damage. Please continue.
A, cat, B, dog, C, pig, or D, fish? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'm gonna have to shock you with 250 volts.
Ah.
Is he gonna be okay? He just screamed.
Oh, it's fine. The shocks involve pain, but there's no permanent tissue damage, so he'll be okay. So if you can just continue with the experiment, please.
Okay. A, eye, B, nose, C, mouth, or T, teeth. He isn't responding. He's not answering. He isn't answering the question.
Well, that we have to count as an incorrect answer, so go ahead and shock him.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'm now going to shock you with 450.
Okay, A is glass, B is leaves, C is elephant, D is plants. He's not responding.
Well, if he doesn't respond, that'll count as an incorrect response, so you have to continue with the experiment and shock him.
Okay. That's incorrect. I'm gonna have to shock you with 450 volts.